Have you ever wondered why some people seem to attract money and success effortlessly, while others struggle no matter how hard they try? What if I told you there's a powerful principle that could completely change your financial life? Today, we're diving into something truly special, Joseph Murphy's Law of Opulence. This isn't just another get-rich-quick scheme. It's a deep, transformative idea that has the power to reshape your entire relationship with wealth and abundance. Now you might be thinking, oh great, another law of attraction thing. But hold on, because this is different. The law of opulence isn't about wishful thinking or visualizing fancy cars. It's about rewiring your mind at a fundamental level to become a magnet for prosperity. And the best part, anyone can do it, regardless of their background or current financial situation. Here's the thing. If you don't grasp and apply this law, you might always feel like you're swimming against the current when it comes to money. You know that feeling when it seems like every financial gain is followed by an unexpected expense? Or when you're constantly worrying about bills, even if you're making decent money? That's what happens when we're not aligned with the law of opulence. But imagine for a moment what your life could look like if money flowed to you easily. Picture waking up every day feeling financially secure, knowing that abundance is your natural state. Think about the freedom to pursue your passions, help your loved ones, and make a real difference in the world. That's the power of mastering this principle. And it's not just about the money. The law of opulence affects every area of your life. When you shift your mindset about wealth, you'll notice changes in your relationships, your health, and even your sense of purpose. It's like unlocking a secret level in the game of life where everything just works better. So who came up with this game-changing idea? Let's talk about Joseph Murphy. Now, Murphy wasn't some guru sitting on a mountaintop. He was a regular guy who became fascinated by the power of the human mind. Born in Ireland in 1898, he moved to the United States and dedicated his life to understanding how our thoughts shape our reality. Murphy wasn't satisfied with vague spiritual concepts. He wanted to find practical ways for people to improve their lives. After years of study and experimentation, he developed the law of opulence as a tool for anyone to tap into the abundance of the universe. What made Murphy special was his ability to take complex ideas and make them simple enough for anyone to understand and use. He believed that we all have incredible potential locked away in our minds, and he made it his mission to help people access that potential. Murphy wrote dozens of books, but his ideas about opulence and abundance stand out as some of his most powerful teachings. He showed that becoming wealthy isn't about luck or even hard work alone. It's about aligning your mind with the natural flow of abundance in the universe. The core of Murphy's teaching is this: your subconscious mind is incredibly powerful and it shapes your external reality. When you understand how to speak to your subconscious in the right way, you can literally reprogram your life for success and abundance. Now, I know what you might be thinking. This sounds too good to be true. If it's so simple, why isn't everyone rich? That's a great question, and it brings us to the heart of why the law of opulence is so important to understand. The truth is, most of us have been programmed from a young age with limiting beliefs about money. We've picked up ideas like, money is the root of all evil, or you have to work really hard to be wealthy. These beliefs act like invisible barriers, blocking the natural flow of abundance into our lives. The law of opulence is all about identifying and changing these limiting beliefs. It's about shifting your entire perspective on wealth and abundance. And when you do that, amazing things start to happen. But here's the catch, and this is crucial. You can't just read about the law of opulence and expect your life to change. Knowledge alone isn't enough. You need to apply these principles consistently in your daily life. It's like working out. You can read all about fitness, but until you start exercising regularly, you won't see results. That's why in this video, we're not just going to talk about the theory. I'm going to give you practical, actionable steps you can start using today to align yourself with the law of opulence. These are techniques that have worked for thousands of people, and they can work for you too. So, are you ready to unlock the secrets of true abundance? Are you prepared to challenge your old beliefs about money and open yourself up to a whole new level of prosperity? Great, because we're about to dive deep into the law of opulence and how you can use it to transform your financial life. Remember, this isn't about becoming greedy or materialistic. The law of opulence is about recognizing that abundance is your natural state. It's about removing the blocks that have been holding you back and allowing yourself to receive all the good that the universe has to offer. In the next section, we're going to break down exactly what the law of opulence is and how it works. You'll learn why your thoughts about money are so powerful and how you can harness that power to create real, lasting change in your life. Get ready, because what you're about to learn could be the key to unlocking a life of true abundance and fulfillment. Let's dive into the heart of Joseph Murphy's powerful idea, the law of opulence. At its core, this law is beautifully simple. What we deeply believe about wealth and abundance becomes our reality. It's like having a superpower that you didn't know you had. Think of your mind as a garden. Your thoughts are the seeds. The law of opulence says that whatever seeds you plant, whatever thoughts you consistently think about money and success, will grow and bear fruit in your life. If you plant seeds of lack and scarcity, guess what? You'll harvest financial struggles. But if you plant seeds of abundance and prosperity, you'll reap a bountiful harvest of wealth and success. Now you might be wondering, how can my thoughts actually change my financial situation? It's a fair question. After all, we live in a physical world where money seems very real and concrete. But here's the thing, your thoughts shape your actions, and your actions shape your reality. Let's break it down. When you truly believe that abundance is possible for you, you start to notice opportunities that you might have missed before. You become more confident in your ability to earn and manage money. This confidence shows in your work, in your business dealings, and in how you present yourself to the world. More than that, your belief in abundance changes how you feel about money. Instead of anxiety and worry, you start to feel excited and positive about your financial future. This shift in emotions is huge because it affects every decision you make about money. But the law of opulence goes even deeper than that. Murphy believed that our subconscious mind is connected to a universal source of intelligence and abundance. When we align our thoughts with abundance, we open ourselves up to receive ideas, inspirations, and opportunities from this universal source. It's like tuning a radio to the right frequency. When you're tuned into the frequency of lack, you pick up stations playing songs of struggle and scarcity. But when you tune into the frequency of abundance, you start receiving broadcasts of prosperity and success. Now, I know this might sound a bit out there if you're not used to thinking this way, but stay with me, because understanding this principle can truly change your life. The law of opulence isn't about magical thinking, it's about aligning your mind with the natural abundance of the universe. Think about nature for a moment. Does a tree worry about whether there will be enough sunlight? Does a river fret about running out of water? No, they simply exist in harmony with the abundance around them. Murphy believed that we humans can learn to live the same way, in perfect harmony with the abundance that surrounds us. But here's an important point. The law of opulence doesn't mean that money will suddenly fall from the sky. It's not about sitting back and waiting for wealth to appear. Instead, it's about creating a mindset that allows you to recognize and seize opportunities for abundance that are already all around you. It's like putting on a pair of abundance glasses. Suddenly, you start seeing possibilities for wealth and success everywhere you look. That side hustle you've been thinking about, now you have the confidence to start it. That promotion at work, you go for it without hesitation. That investment opportunity, you approach it with wisdom and positivity. The law of opulence also changes how you handle money when you have it. Instead of coming from a place of fear and scarcity, hoarding every penny, you learn to circulate money with joy and confidence. You understand that giving and receiving are part of the same flow of abundance. This brings us to another crucial aspect of the law of opulence: gratitude. Murphy emphasized the importance of being truly thankful for what you already have. This attitude of gratitude isn't just about feeling good, it actually signals to your subconscious mind and to the universe that you're ready to receive more. Think of it this way: if you're not appreciative of the abundance you already have, why would the universe give you more? Gratitude is like leaving a good tip at a restaurant. It shows that you appreciate good service, making the server, or in this case the universe, more inclined to give you even better service next time. Now you might be thinking, this all sounds great, but how do I actually apply the law of opulence in my life? That's exactly what we're going to explore next. I'm going to share practical, actionable steps that you can start using today to align yourself with this powerful law. Remember, the law of opulence isn't a quick fix or a magic spell. It's a fundamental shift in how you think about and relate to wealth and abundance. It requires consistent practice and patience, but the results can be truly life-changing. As we move forward, I want you to keep an open mind. Some of these ideas might challenge your current beliefs about money. That's okay. In fact, it's necessary. Real change often requires us to step out of our comfort zones and see things from a new perspective. Are you ready to unlock the power of the law of opulence in your life? Let's dive into the practical steps that can help you manifest true wealth and abundance. Now that we understand what the law of opulence is, let's talk about one of its most crucial components: the power of positive thinking. Joseph Murphy was a big believer in the idea that our thoughts shape our reality, especially when it comes to money and success. But what does positive thinking really mean in this context? It's not about walking around with a fake smile and pretending everything is perfect. Instead, it's about cultivating a genuine, deep-seated belief in abundance and your ability to achieve it. Think about it this way. Have you ever known someone who always seems to land on their feet no matter what life throws at them? Chances are that person has a fundamentally positive outlook on life. They believe deep down that things will work out. And more often than not, they do. That's the kind of positive thinking we're aiming for with the law of opulence. It's about developing an unshakable faith in abundance, even when your current circumstances might not reflect that abundance yet. Now, you might be wondering, how can I think positively about money when I'm struggling to pay bills? That's a valid question, and it brings us to an important point. Positive thinking in the context of the law of opulence isn't about denying your current reality. It's about choosing to focus on the abundance you want to create rather than the lack you might be experiencing. Here's a practical example. Let's say you check your bank account and the balance is lower than you'd like. A scarcity mindset might react with thoughts like, I never have enough money, or I'll always be broke. But someone aligned with the law of opulence would think differently. They might say to themselves, this is a temporary situation, I have the power to increase my income, or I'm grateful for what I have, and I'm excited about the abundance coming my way. Do you see the difference? Both acknowledge the current situation, but one focuses on lack, while the other focuses on potential abundance. And according to the law of opulence, what you focus on expands. But positive thinking isn't just about what goes on in your head. It's also about the words you speak. Murphy believed that our words have immense power. They're like declarations to the universe about what we expect in our lives. So pay attention to how you talk about money. Do you often say things like, I can't afford that, or money doesn't grow on trees? These kinds of statements reinforce a belief in scarcity. Instead, try using phrases like, I'm in the process of affording that, or money flows to me easily and frequently. At first, this might feel weird or even a bit silly. That's okay. Remember, we're working on reprogramming deeply ingrained thought patterns. It takes time and practice. The key is to be patient with yourself and keep at it. Another powerful aspect of positive thinking in the law of opulence is visualization. Murphy encouraged people to regularly visualize themselves living in abundance. This isn't just daydreaming. It's a deliberate practice of imagining yourself already having achieved your financial goals. When you visualize, engage all your senses. If your goal is to own a beautiful home, don't just see it in your mind. Imagine the feel of the doorknob in your hand as you enter. Hear the sound of your footsteps on the floor. Smell the fresh air coming through the windows. The more real you can make it in your mind, the more powerful the visualization becomes. Now here's where a lot of people get tripped up with positive thinking and visualization. They think that if they just think happy thoughts and visualize what they want, it will magically appear. But that's not how the law of opulence works. Positive thinking and visualization are powerful tools, but they need to be coupled with action. They put you in the right mindset to recognize and seize opportunities. They give you the confidence to take risks and put yourself out there, but you still need to do the work. Think of it this way. Positive thinking and visualization are like planning a route on a map. They show you where you want to go and give you a general idea of how to get there. But you still need to get in the car and drive. The law of opulence provides the map and the motivation, but you provide the movement. This brings us to another important aspect of positive thinking in the law of opulence, dealing with setbacks. Because let's face it, no matter how positive you are, you're going to face challenges on your journey to abundance. The key is to see these setbacks not as failures, but as learning opportunities. When something doesn't go as planned, instead of thinking, see, this abundance stuff doesn't work, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I use this experience to get closer to my goals? This resilient, growth-oriented mindset is crucial for long-term success with the law of opulence. It keeps you moving forward even when things get tough. Now I want to address something important. Some of you might be thinking, this all sounds great, but I've tried positive thinking before, and it didn't work. If that's you, I want you to consider something. Were you truly committed to changing your thought patterns, or did you just try it half-heartedly for a little while? The law of opulence isn't a quick fix. It's a fundamental shift in how you think about and relate to money and abundance. It requires consistent effort and practice. It's like learning a new language. You can't expect to become fluent after a few lessons. You need to immerse yourself in it daily. So if you've tried positive thinking before without success, I encourage you to give it another shot. But this time, commit to it fully. Make it a daily practice. Be patient with yourself and trust the process. Remember, the law of opulence is about more than just making money. It's about creating a life of true abundance in all areas. Financially, yes, but also in your relationships, your health, and your overall sense of fulfillment. As we wrap up this section on positive thinking, I want to leave you with a challenge. For the next week, commit to catching yourself every time you have a negative thought about money or success. When you notice one, consciously replace it with a positive thought. It might feel forced at first, but stick with it. You might be surprised at how quickly your mindset starts to shift. In our next section, we're going to dive into some practical steps you can take to start applying the law of opulence in your daily life. These are actionable techniques that can help you start manifesting real abundance. Are you ready to take your understanding of the law of opulence to the next level? Let's keep going. Now that we've explored the core ideas behind the law of opulence, let's roll up our sleeves and get practical. How can you actually use this powerful principle in your everyday life? Don't worry, you don't need any special tools or skills. All you need is an open mind and a willingness to try something new. First up, let's talk about affirmations. These are positive statements that you repeat to yourself regularly. They might feel a bit strange at first, but they're a key part of reprogramming your subconscious mind for abundance. Here are a few examples. I am worthy of wealth and abundance. Money flows to me easily and frequently. I am a magnet for financial opportunities. The key with affirmations is consistency. Say them out loud every morning when you wake up and every night before you go to bed. Say them with feeling, really believing what you're saying. Over time, these affirmations will start to sink into your subconscious, replacing old, limiting beliefs about money. Next, let's talk about visualization. This is like daydreaming with a purpose. Set aside a few minutes each day to close your eyes and vividly imagine yourself living the abundant life you desire. See yourself in your dream home, doing work you love, helping others with your wealth. The more details you can imagine, the better. But here's the important part. Don't just see it, feel it. Imagine how it feels to be financially free, to have more than enough. Let yourself experience the joy, the relief, the excitement. This emotional connection is what makes visualization so powerful. Another practical step is to start a gratitude practice. Each day, write down 3 things you're grateful for related to money or abundance. It could be as simple as, I'm grateful for the delicious lunch I could afford today, or as big as, I'm grateful for the bonus I received at work. This gratitude practice does 2 things. First, it trains your mind to notice the abundance that's already in your life. Second, it sends a powerful message to the universe that you appreciate what you have, making you open to receiving more. Now let's talk about action. The law of opulence isn't about sitting back and waiting for money to fall from the sky. It's about aligning your thoughts and actions with abundance. So start taking inspired action towards your financial goals. Maybe that means starting a side hustle, asking for a raise, or learning about investing. Whatever it is, approach it with the confidence and expectation of success that comes from knowing you're aligned with the law of opulence. Remember, every step you take, no matter how small, is moving you closer to your goals. Celebrate these steps. They're proof that you're actively co-creating your abundant future. As with any powerful tool, there are some pitfalls to watch out for when working with the law of opulence. Let's talk about some common mistakes people make and how you can avoid them. The first big mistake is expecting instant results. We live in a world of instant gratification, but the law of opulence doesn't work like that. It's not a magic wand you can wave to make money appear. It's more like planting a seed. You need to nurture it consistently over time before you see the fruits of your labor. So be patient with yourself and the process. Trust that as long as you're consistently aligning your thoughts and actions with abundance, you're on the right track. The results will come, often in unexpected and wonderful ways. Another common mistake is focusing too much on the how. People often get stuck thinking, but how exactly will the money come? Here's the thing, when you're working with the law of opulence, your job is to focus on the what you want, and the why you want it. The how often takes care of itself in ways you couldn't have imagined. This doesn't mean you should ignore practical steps, but it does mean you should stay open to opportunities and not limit yourself to one specific path to wealth. A third mistake is letting setbacks derail you. Remember, the path to abundance isn't always a straight line. There will be ups and downs. The key is to see these challenges not as signs of failure, but as opportunities for growth and learning. When you face a setback, instead of thinking, "This isn't working," ask yourself, "What can I learn from this? How can I use this experience to grow?" This resilient mindset is crucial for long-term success with the law of opulence. Success stories, the law of opulence in action. Now let's bring all of this to life with some real-world examples. These stories show how people have used the law of opulence to transform their financial lives. First, there's Sarah, a single mom who was struggling to make ends meet. She discovered the law of opulence and started applying it diligently. She began with daily affirmations and visualization, really focusing on feeling abundant despite her circumstances. At first, nothing seemed to change, but Sarah kept at it. She started noticing small coincidences. A friend telling her about a job opening, finding a $20 bill on the street. She took these as signs she was on the right track and kept going. Then, a bigger opportunity came. She got an idea for a small business she could run from home. It wasn't easy, but Sarah approached it with the confidence and expectation of success she'd cultivated through her law of opulence practice. 2 years later, Sarah's business was thriving. She was making more than she ever had at her old job, and more importantly, she felt financially secure for the first time in her life. Sarah's story shows how the law of opulence can work even when starting from a place of struggle. Then there's Mike, a middle manager at a large company. Mike had always done okay financially, but he felt stuck. He wanted more, not just for himself, but so he could help others. Mike started working with the law of opulence, particularly focusing on gratitude and visualization. He visualized not just having more money, but using that money to make a difference in his community. As Mike aligned himself with abundance, he became more confident at work. He started suggesting innovative ideas in meetings. His bosses noticed. Within a year, Mike was promoted to a senior position with a significant pay raise. But the real magic happened when Mike used his new income to start a scholarship fund for underprivileged kids in his area. This act of giving created a ripple effect of abundance, bringing more opportunities and connections into Mike's life. Mike's story illustrates an important aspect of the law of opulence. It's not just about receiving, but also about giving and creating value for others. These stories show that the law of opulence can work for anyone, in any situation. It's not about your starting point, but about your willingness to align yourself with abundance and take inspired action. As you work with the law of opulence in your own life, remember these stories. Let them inspire you and remind you of what's possible when you fully embrace this powerful principle. In our next section, we'll explore how the law of opulence fits into a broader spiritual practice. We'll look at how you can combine it with other techniques like meditation and energy work to create an even more powerful approach to manifesting abundance. Are you ready to take your practice to the next level? Let's dive in. Combining with other spiritual practices. The law of opulence is powerful on its own, but when combined with other spiritual practices, it can become truly transformative. Let's explore how you can integrate this principle with other techniques to create a holistic approach to manifesting abundance. Meditation is a natural companion to the law of opulence. By quieting your mind through meditation, you create space for abundance-focused thoughts to take root. Try this simple abundance meditation. Sit quietly, focus on your breath, and visualize yourself surrounded by a golden light of prosperity. Feel this light filling you with a sense of abundance and possibility. As you meditate, pay attention to any insights or ideas that come to you. The quiet space of meditation often allows inspired thoughts about wealth creation to bubble up from your subconscious. Gratitude practices also blend beautifully with the law of opulence. We touched on this earlier, but let's dive deeper. Start a daily gratitude journal specifically focused on abundance. Each day, write down 5 things you're grateful for related to wealth, success, or opportunity. This could be anything from "I'm grateful for the comfortable bed I sleep in" to "I'm grateful for the new client I signed today." This practice shifts your focus from what you lack to what you have, aligning you more closely with the frequency of abundance. Remember, what you focus on expands. By consistently focusing on the abundance already in your life, you're signaling to the universe that you're ready for more. Energy work is another powerful complement to the law of opulence. Techniques like Reiki or chakra balancing can help clear energetic blockages that might be hindering your ability to receive abundance. Pay particular attention to your root chakra, associated with security and survival, and your solar plexus chakra, linked to personal power and self-worth. When these energy centers are balanced, you're better able to attract and receive abundance. Affirmative prayer is a technique used in many spiritual traditions that aligns well with the law of opulence. Unlike traditional prayer, which often comes from a place of lack or need, affirmative prayer starts from a place of already having received. For example, instead of praying, "Please help me get more money," you might say, "Thank you for the abundance that is flowing into my life right now." This shift in language and mindset is subtle but powerful. It aligns you with the abundance you seek, making you more receptive to opportunities and inspiration. Lastly, consider incorporating abundance-focused rituals into your spiritual practice. This could be as simple as lighting a green candle. Green is often associated with money and abundance, while repeating your affirmations. Or you might create a prosperity altar in your home filled with symbols of abundance that are meaningful to you. These rituals serve as physical reminders of your commitment to abundance and help anchor your intention in the material world. They create a bridge between the spiritual realm, where abundance originates, and the physical realm, where it manifests. Remember, the key to combining these practices is consistency and belief. Approach them with an open heart and a willingness to receive. Trust that as you align your energy with abundance through these practices, the law of opulence will work in powerful ways in your life. As we wrap up our exploration of Joseph Murphy's law of opulence, let's take a moment to reflect on what we've learned. We've discovered that abundance is not just about money in the bank, but a state of mind and being. The law of opulence teaches us that by aligning our thoughts, beliefs, and actions with abundance, we can transform our financial reality. We've learned practical steps to apply this law in our daily lives, from affirmations and visualization to gratitude practices and inspired action. We've also explored common pitfalls to avoid and seen real-life examples of how this principle can work. But perhaps most importantly, we've uncovered a profound truth. Abundance is your natural state. You are not meant to struggle or live in lack. The universe is infinitely abundant, and you have every right to tap into that abundance. As you move forward from here, I encourage you to approach the law of opulence with both enthusiasm and patience. Remember, this is not a quick fix, but a lifelong journey of aligning yourself with the flow of abundance. There may be challenges along the way, but each one is an opportunity for growth and learning. Start small. Choose 1 or 2 practices we've discussed and commit to doing them consistently for the next 30 days. It could be daily affirmations, a gratitude journal, or regular visualization. Whatever you choose, give it your full commitment and belief. Pay attention to the subtle changes that begin to occur in your life. You might notice new opportunities arising or a shift in how you feel about money. Celebrate these small wins. They're signs that you're on the right track. And remember, the law of opulence isn't just about attracting wealth for yourself. As you become more abundant, you become better equipped to help others and make a positive impact in the world. Let this be part of your vision and motivation. Ultimately, embracing the law of opulence is about embracing your own power to create the life you desire. It's about recognizing that you are not at the mercy of external circumstances, but a co-creator of your reality. So are you ready to step into a life of true abundance? Are you willing to challenge your old beliefs about money and open yourself to new possibilities? The choice is yours. The law of opulence is always at work. It's up to you to align yourself with it. Thank you for joining me on this journey into Joseph Murphy's Law of Opulence. May your path forward be filled with abundance, joy, and endless possibilities. Remember, you are worthy of all the abundance the universe has to offer. Now go forth and claim it.